What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful and sunny day, and I'm here at Acura of North Orlando checking out this 2025 Acura ADX, the first compact crossover from the brand. Today I have a base model for you, and we're going to check it out, taking a look at the exterior, interior, technology, powertrain, and the test drive. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button, give me a like, and now let's get back to this. The ADX is a brand new addition to the Acura lineup. It came out just this year. It is built on the Integra chassis, sharing its powertrain, but of course it is a crossover SUV competing in the compact luxury SUV segment. So let's take a look and see what you get on this base trim. By the way, the only option on this particular one is the color. The platinum white color is $600, and the total MSRP is under $37,000. Let's take a look. Looking at the front end of this vehicle, it's easy to get it confused with the larger RDX because Acura keeps it in the family using that same precision crafted performance, a unique design on all of their vehicles. Now, I like that they have the same chicane style daytime running lamps and LED headlamps even on this base trim. Now, there are no fog lamps on the base trim. And the bottom of the vehicle is finished in this gunpowder metal shiny plastic. Now we also have the large grille in black with the large Acura logo. The hood is nice, flat, and long. And let's take a peek to see what's underneath it. The power comes from the 1.5-liter turbocharged VTEC engine with 190 horsepower, 179 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a CVT transmission, and this vehicle is available as either front-wheel drive standard, or for an additional $2,000, you can opt it in with an all-wheel drive. Now we have this ugly prop stick on the side, but some sound insulation, and I'll definitely check out the quality of the ride and the quietness of the cabin at the end of this video. As we go around the corner, you see the sleek, stylish, and sporty design definitely fits with the rest of the Acura lineup. Let's talk about the dimension. The total length of it is 185.8, wheelbase 104.5, with the width at 72.5 and the height at 63.8. Let's take a look at the wheel and tires and see the setup that we have on this base trim. So we have 18-inch wheels, and the size of the tires 225 by 55, of course, an 18-inch rim. I actually like the design of it. I also like this gunpowder metal cladding that continues around the wheels and at the bottom of the vehicle, as well as front and back. What else do we have in this base trim? Sunroof is a standard on it. In the mirrors, you'll find the turn signals, blind spot assist, and yes, we have the proximity entry system on this vehicle. So as long as the key is somewhere on, you can lock it or unlock it by just getting your hand close or inside of the door handle. The rear end features a very sporty look, and again, all LED tail lamps. We have the big Acura logo, large gate spoiler with the third brake light exposed wiper. And check this out, guys. At the bottom, we have the dual exhaust tips. We also have the diffuser style bottom of the bumper. It's not really a sporty vehicle by any means. And we also have the rear view camera. Let's take a look if there is any room on the inside. And because it is a luxury SUV, we have the features of such as well. So all you do is push the button on the remote, and we do have a power lift gate, like I mentioned, even on this base trim. Let's take a look at the size of the cargo space. That's about 24 cubic feet, extending to about 55 if you fold down the rear seats. They're split 60-40. We have the 12-volt power outlet and some illumination. Let's see if there's anything underneath here. So we have more storage, this styrofoam storage, nothing underneath, but as you can see, you can most likely mount a spare tire in there if you wanted to. Now it comes standard with a fix-a-flat, and let's take a look and see what's going on in the passenger compartment. Starting with this rear door open, let's see what we have. Lots of hard plastic. Unfortunately, we have a little bit of shiny thing. I think that's where the ambient lighting is coming for. And we have the soft touch right at the bottom on the armrest, of course, window and lock controls, more storage at the bottom of the door, and 2 speakers that are built in. Now, as far as the interior, the seats are covered in leatherette. If you go for the higher trims, you get the real leather, but the base one comes with a leatherette. Now, in the middle, you have the console with the cup holders, passenger seat, and the back has a little bit more storage. And what's really important, you have the vents in the back to make the rear passenger feel more comfortable. In addition to that, the floor is almost flat, so it should make 3 people sit comfortably. Now I'm going to try if I can fit behind the driver's seat. All right, back seat room time. Guys, I'm 6 feet tall. Look at this, the front seat adjusted to my regular driving position. Honda is so good at making sure that people are comfortable. We're riding in the back seat of their vehicle. I have plenty of room in front of my knees, about 2.5 inches, maybe more above my head, and plenty of shoulder room. The seats are nice and comfortable as well. The only thing I'm missing is the AC. Let's get in the front, turn it on. But before we get inside, let's check out the sound of the closing door. Boom. And that is a solid, typical Acura. Now, front door panel time, it's much nicer than the rear door panel. We have some shiny black, some aluminum, some of the leatherette wrapping, also a larger armrest, and we have the window mirror lock controls, more storage at the bottom, another speaker. Now, as far as the seats, only the driver has the power seat. The passenger has to adjust theirs manually. The seats are more sculpted than in the back, of course, not uncomfortable by any means, very much so as far as the comfort. And then we have the opening for the gate and the traction control off. Steering wheel, do we have the tilt and telescoping? Yes, both. It's manual adjustment, many more standard features on the interior. Let's check them out. Now let's check out the sound of the closing door from the inside. That's a pretty solid thud right here, right on top. Dashboard, soft touch material. This is pretty cool. I think it adds to the sound dampening of the vehicle, to the quality, less squeaking and cracking in the future. We also have this leatherette wrapping right on top of here. Pretty cool design inside the van, similar to the Integra, of course. We have some shiny black, which is not my favorite one. Lots of fingerprints are going to be left on that. And the steering wheel, nice, small, and sporty. Very slight thickness increase here for the better grip on it. And one thing to point out, we have the pedal shifters in the back. But yes, this vehicle has a CVT transmission, so those are simulated gears for sure. Now on the left-hand side, we have the seek and track for your media, volume control, and the voice assist. Now on the right-hand side, we have the cruise control, adaptive cruise control. In the middle, we have the Acura logo. Nothing else sticks out on the steering wheel. And we have the 10.25-inch digital display on the left-hand side. Temperature, right-hand side. We have the fuel gauge. In the middle, of course, you have your speed and tachometer. As you can see, inside of each of those dials, you have the ability to put different options in. So Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, customized display, back phone, etc. And we can hide or show an audio and clock. That's what you can do. Now, we're going to go back to the right-hand side. And here you see the oil life, tire pressure, safety support, no content, brightness, vehicle settings, gauge display settings, engine fuel, speed and time, driver attention, seat belts, and maintenance, tire pressure. That's where it was before. I'll leave this alone, but this is the customization you have in the instrument cluster. Now, here you have the 9-inch screen, not very big, and it does not have this Google infotainment system as you'll find on the highest trim level. Instead, you have this regular Honda infotainment system, and this is your home screen. Right underneath here is the ability to connect your phone to it, so it has the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Right at the bottom, you have the audio controls and the audio sources. You have the AM, FM, Bluetooth audio, USB, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. No Sirius XM. I'm not sure why Honda and Acura is going away with it, but that's what we have. Okay, what else is right here in this home screen? Not much. We can go to general settings and go through them, system connection, display, data sharing with Acura. So not a whole lot of. Quite frankly, I was expecting a little bit more from them. But let's take a look and see the rear view camera. And it takes up the entire screen. The quality is just okay. Could be a little bit better. And we have 3 different angles of the camera. As you can see, and we can adjust the brightness of it. Let's make it as bright as we can. That's about it. That's what's going on in the infotainment system. And let's scroll down, because you have two large vents blowing really nice and cool air. One of the big advantages of Honda and Acura is that they have the ability to cool down or heat up the vehicle really, really quickly. And we have the dual zone climate control. We have the heated seats, and the adjustments for the climate control. Down below, you have your power station. So you have two USB Type-C ports, 12-volt power outlet, and the wireless charging pad, and one cup holder right here in the front. And maybe you can put a phone in here. I like that they stuck with the traditional shifter, okay? I don't mind that at all. No regular shifter. We have the dynamic modes. I'm going to check these out in just a moment. Electronic parking brake hold. You can turn on and off that auto start stop feature, and we have the hill descent assist. And yes, we do have another cup holder here, as well as more storage in the armrest. So the drive modes, you can see right here that we have sport, normal, comfort, and snow. All right, I'm gonna leave it in sport for our test drive to see how that drives. Up on top, we have the frameless, truly frameless mirror. No home link system. I want to point that out. I'm not sure why Honda is getting rid of it. And we have the light controls, push to open the sunroof. That's standard even on this base trim model. And then we have illuminated mirrors and the visors. And that completes the interior of this 2025 Acura ADX base. Let's talk about pricing. Take it for a spin. As far as the pricing, there are three different levels available for the ADX. The base one, which I'm sitting in right now with the front wheel drive, starts with $35,000. Now, of course, there's $1,350 destination, so it makes it $36,350. And if you add $600 like this one has for the premium color, we're at $36,950. If you wanted to go with the step up, A-Spec starts at $38,000, and it has the A-Spec appearance package. We also have the micro suede trimmed interior ventilated front seats and a panoramic moonroof, and the A-Spec with Advanced, which I've done as a first ADX that I've done on this channel, has the Google built-in. We have the high-end Bang & Olufsen stereo system, leather trimmed interior, and the heated steering wheel, among some other features that are standard. So that's at $42,000. In the middle of the road, $38,000 for the A-Spec. Now you add $2,000 if you wanted all-wheel drive on any of those trims. Well, let's take it for a quick spin and see how it drives. Now, I know on paper, 190 horsepower is not a whole lot, especially when it's made it to a CVT transmission. It's something that is not going to give you that exhilarating performance. And I think it might be something that Acura missed when designing this vehicle. And I hope that there might be a Type S coming down the road, because there is one Type S, of course, on Integra, and we'll see if we have it paired up with a different transmission a little bit faster. But for the time being, the important part when testing a vehicle like this is to check out and make sure it's safe to merge in traffic, and see if it has an adequate acceleration for the regular everyday driving. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Merging in traffic on this higher speed road, we got it up to about 43 miles per hour. Of course, I wasn't gunning it. I wasn't flooring the gas pedal all the way in, and we were able to catch up with traffic just fine. So if you're looking for the everyday driver, with some nice features, and you're looking for a little bit of the luxury, you might say, hey, the HR-V doesn't do it for me, which is, of course, the Honda sibling of this. And this one is more powerful, by the way. And I want some more of the luxury appointments, then definitely check this one out. Now, BMW and the Mercedes and Audi, all of them have the subcompact crossovers, but they all start in the mid-40s. So they start where this vehicle ends. So I guess, if you want that performance, because of course, most of them are going to outperform this as far as the 0 to 60 acceleration and the driving fun. but depending on what you want. So you let me know, guys, in the comment section if this is something that you'd be interested in, and the ADX, or maybe you'd go for some of the German competitors, or if there's any other car that you think about that might be competing with it. I know there's a Lexus UX and it has a hybrid, so that might be a direct competition to it as well. Now we're gonna turn it around and see how quickly it turns, how tight it is. Okay. I'm gonna stand right here really quick. I mean, we're a little bit uphill, but we're at 0. Let's hit it. 30, 40. Yeah, you can definitely hear that engine working, and you can hear that CVT transmission. You know, you don't feel it shifting, of course, but it's not the most exhilarating experience on it. But like I said, if you're looking for an everyday driver, this may be a great vehicle. There's some cool features about this. Roominess is one of them. You have plenty of cargo space. You have plenty of passenger room. You have some nice standard appointments on this vehicle, including the heated seats, dual zone climate control, the vents in the back, wireless charger, wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. So there are plenty of features that make this vehicle a step above a regular mainstream vehicle. Let me know what you think about it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me the like. And if you like watching more automotive content, consider subscribing to the channel. It means the world to me. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.